Hello everyone, this is Namita here. Welcome to the Zoom class, and this is the video session first for class 8th. We will start the geography, that is resources and development, chapter 1 resources. Before starting the chapter, let's have a look on the topics of the previous class which are related to this chapter. So here is the recap. We have studied the following topics in the previous class from chapter 1. Just have a quick recap of the same. The first topic which you studied in class 7th, that was environment. The place, people, things and nature that surround any living organism is called the environment. The second topic which you studied, that was components of environment, and the first component was natural environment. In that, land, water, air, plants and animals. Second was human made, for example roads, bridges, houses, etc. Third was human. In that, family, society, religion, education, economic situation, etc. And the last topic that you studied, that was that with time and technology, human can modify the environment according to their need. So these were the topics which you studied in class 7th. I hope that you remembered that. Now we will start with class 8, the first topic, resources, with introduction. You know that the complete class 8 geography focuses on various types of resources. In first chapter, you will understand what are resources, basics of resources and basic classification for understanding the resources. Here you can see on the screen that resource is written over here. In resource, utility or usability. In that, water, vegetable, textbook, etc. I will explain this later. The second topic which you can see, that is use gives it value, and value is worth. And the next, that value is of two types, economic and aesthetic. Economic value means relating to trade, industry and money. Aesthetic means the pleasant, positive or artful appearance of a person or a thing. Now, the explanation of the topic resources. When we start with basic question, what is a resource and why they are important? I can say anything that can be used to satisfy our need is a resource. So this sentence over here speaks a lot about this chapter. There are almost unlimited examples on this planet, or that can be covered behind this sentence. Let's go through some basic examples. The water you drink for thirst, you know that's a resource. Water is a resource. And then electricity that we use in a house, it is a resource. And again, the way we use transportation. Rickshaw to get home from school or anywhere, that is again a resource. So this is all that we are going to study in this chapter. Water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable and textbook has something in common. We know that they all are separate things. But what is it that is common in between all of this? So They are nothing but utility, which means we use them. We don't just keep it with ourselves, we use them. Now, how you use it, that's a whole different thing. What we are concerned about it is that we use these things, we don't just keep it in stock. Therefore, utility or usability is what makes an object or a substance a resource. I hope this line is absolutely clear. Now, the best question you can ask in this chapter is how something becomes a resource. What it means is, for example, if I give you electricity and you don't know how to use it, then how do you turn that into a resource? You go to school and colleges to learn and you learn something. But if you are not told how to apply that knowledge, then how do you make that knowledge a resource? That is a big question. So, to answer those questions, always remember things become resource only when they have a value. And believe it or not, all resources have some value. Now, whenever you have resources, this resource is a kind of value addition. So, it gives us some kind of value. And value means worth. A kind of value for one and all. Can you imagine life without water? Can you imagine life without tree? Life without forest? Similarly, this value, which is the worth of a resource, can be either classified as an aesthetic value and economic value, as I told earlier. When I say aesthetic value, that means a value is added to its beauty or the natural surroundings. For example, trees are important because they add to the beauty around the earth, or I can say they have an economic impact. Now, sometimes the economic value is added in such a manner that there is a kind of patent that comes up. This patent is a term is used to indicate kind of branding for something that you have innovated or discovered on your own, and you want that to be registered with your name. For example, if your grandmother says, eat this will help you in getting rid of your cold. Now, you will not go and question her about the scientific logic behind it, because it's a home remedy which has been done from years. But if you patent it or register it as a medical procedure or make a tablet, out of it they can become economically valuable because you are going to sell them. So I think the meaning of patent is clear over here, and now you can understand the meaning of patent. So there are various patents released by India, USA, and globally, that these patenting are kind of work around the various value for the resources. So you can see the definition of patent over here. It applies to the exclusive right over an idea or invention. Let's move to the next topic. You can see that the words are written over here: substance, time and technology, resources. Factors responsible for changing substances into resources. Those are time and technology. Discovery of fire cooking, discovery of wheel, transportation, convert water to electricity, and HEP. HEP is hydroelectric power. Here is the explanation of this topic. Now, how does a substance become a resource? This is a big question. With time and technology, we convert, or we can say, with incorporation of time and technology, a substance can become as a resource. For example, how does discovery of fire help people? Discovery of fire occurred when initially started, no one knew the use for it. However, now it is used for cooking, it is used for burning, it is used for fossil fuels, so on and so on. Similarly, with the invention of wheel, when it was discovered, no one knew that it would become a part of day-to-day life, and nowadays wheels are used for each and every transportation. Most of the transportation vehicles that we use. Again, water has been used to convert it into electricity, and we have hydroelectric power generation which is available from water. So every substance with given time and technology has the capacity to convert into a resource. I think now all of you understand that what is a resource and how a substance becomes a resource. So here a quick review that what we learned today. The first topic which we learned, that is resources. Anything that has something utility to satisfy our need is known as a resource. The second topic, utility or usability, is what makes an object or substance a resource. The third topic, some resources have economic value while some do not. Next is some resources can become economically valuable with time. Next is time and technology are the important factors that can change substances into resources. And the last one which we learned today, that is each invention leads to many others. I hope that all of you enjoyed this and now you can answer these questions easily. For homework, the first question is, what is a resource? How does anything become a resource? Second question is, do resources have value? Explain it. And the third one is, explain the significance of time and technology in making a substance a resource. So here is the end of this video session. We will meet again on the next session. So stay home, stay safe. Goodbye.